Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be modifying our 6th Gen Camaro with the new digital cluster. You heard it right guys, it's finally here, a digital cluster made by X-Starlink. It's going to be a new sponsor here in the channel, and it is sponsoring this video, and we have the cluster right here guys. It's been a long wait. Last time I had my 5th Gen digital cluster, a lot of people were wondering, well, where's the 6th Gen? Well, this company X-Starlink went ahead and did that for us. So a 6th Gen digital cluster is finally here, and they also do have their own version of the 5th Gen digital cluster as well. So in this company they do have or carry both gens. So like I said, we go ahead and partner with X-Starlink, so special thanks to them for sponsoring this video, and also for all the viewers and subscribers and likes. All that made this partnership possible, as well as everything else we've done in this channel. So I want to go ahead and say thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe guys. It really helps a lot. I see a lot of people just looking at my profiles and like looking at all my videos. If you don't like them, I get it, but I'm sure you get some valuable information from there, and I really appreciate it if you would subscribe and stay here in this community that we have built. Let's go ahead and start. So same thing as always, I'm going to go ahead and unbox it. We're going to install it and we're going to review it real quick, and then I'm going to make another video of showing everything that it does, and you know, all the good stuff, just like I did in my previous cluster. So let's go ahead and start. All right, let's go ahead and open it. All right, so the first thing we get is a protection foam. And there you guys have it. This is the 6th Gen cluster right here. Comes with some cables. It looks like it has a USB, maybe for some updates and stuff, and then a video. I think it's a video out, they said. So pretty much, if you do have, or you do buy the aftermarket radio that they offer, or any other one I think that has a video in or video out, I'll double check for you guys. You can pretty much put this on the radio, and then you would be able to see whatever's on your radio right here. So let's say you want to watch Netflix or YouTube, whatever that radio is playing, you would watch it right here, almost like a extra screen, if you will. So that's pretty awesome, and that's pretty much everything that comes included in this package. Now for further units, I'm not sure if they're going to go ahead and provide an instruction manual and stuff, but why do you need that when you have this video? So unboxing, pretty simple. Let me just show a little bit of the quality. So it is quite heavy. It's not something that just feels cheap and it's just super light. It is pretty heavy. The rest is just pretty much a mold. There's really nothing to it right now. The bezels, you're going to use your stock bezels, so you don't need to update that. So pretty much you have to put 4 bolts. It is a little bit more, there's more steps to it than the 5th Gen. In the 5th Gen, you just take the bezels and it goes right in. Here we are going to do some extra steps, but I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible for you in order to just swap it in. So let's go ahead and start with the installation. All right guys, well, as you guys saw, I already disconnected the battery, so make sure you have the battery unplugged first, just for safety reasons, especially because we're messing with the start and the push button, so make sure you do that first. So let's start disassembling everything to install the cluster. All right guys, so first things first, we got to take this trim out right here. So we use a prying tool right here. There you go. Now in the bottom, we do have some cables, so make sure you don't pull too hard. As you guys saw right here, we have something right here. We're going to go ahead and take this harness out of the way. And there you go. So be careful with this part right here. Now we're going to find some screws that we got to remove. One right here, and then the other one right here. It should be a T7 or a size 7, so we're going to go ahead and remove those right now. We also have 2 more right here. And now with that, this should come out. This is the radio system, and as you guys saw, we have 2 more harnesses to remove. So let's go ahead and remove those. And there you go, we removed both of them. Put those to the side. Now we have a screw right here. And once we're done with this, now we can go ahead and pry this open. So we're going to pry this open like this. And there you go, guys. This piece is out. With this, we're going to find one screw right here, one right there, and one right there. So I'm going to go ahead and remove it real quick. And there, we're pretty much almost done. Now we got to remove that button. The button's on the other side, and this whole piece comes out like a full part. Here's the engine start and stop button right here. I'm gonna have to remove that. Now the camera angle is gonna be pretty bad. We already kind of tried it, so we're gonna go ahead and just remove it. Kind of common sense, just try to get the harness off, and then we'll go ahead and start with the other side, the little other harnesses. So I'm gonna do that real quick. And all right, guys, just like this, everything should pop out. So I took this harness out. You got to take these from the steering wheel. As you guys can see, all you got to do is pull them apart. And this one right here, which is for this right here, the brightness, I'm guessing. So now this full piece is out. Now we finally get to see the bolts on the cluster. So let's go ahead and install those. For these bolts, there's one all the way in the back, so you are going to need an extension somewhere around right here. And then we're going to have one right there and one over here. And again, size 7. All right, and then we moved the steering wheel down and we kind of pulled it. That's something I didn't do for the other cluster. So now we got all the screws out. Now we got to deal with the harnesses. So let's go ahead and kind of get a feel for them. So for this harness, this one's pretty easy. Just pull right here. For this one, you have to lift this tab out, and then you will be able to take it out. So now the cluster is officially out. Let's go ahead and install the digital cluster from X-Starlink. All right, so I just want to compare pretty much the mold. As you guys can see, this piece is right here, and we get on the same piece right here. So the mold looks to be pretty much the same on both. As you guys can see, the difference is that we have a plastic that goes all the way here, and here we don't got any more plastic other than the screen itself. I also noticed that there's 2 harnesses that we unplugged, but only one goes into the cluster. And then this is the plan for these cables. One, I want to stick it somewhere right here, kind of hold it in case I ever want to change the radio. And then the USB, I'm going to run it to right here to the glove box in case I want to do an update, easy, concealed, and I don't have to worry about the cables or anything over there. So I just wanted to compare it real quick. Now we're going to go ahead and install it and pretty much do everything in reverse, and then finally get to start it. Right, so now we're going to, again, pretty much reverse do everything. Get our harness, and you'll figure out where it fits. And we also got to swing that thing back. And all right, now we got to worry about our cables. So like I said, I want one around right here, and I want this on the glove box. So we're just gonna put these back. And everything just like we took it, exactly how we put it back. So I'm just gonna time lapse this whole thing. All right, so ready for the moment of truth. There you guys have it, digital cluster. I'm gonna go ahead and show you more here in a bit, but for now, this is pretty much the installation for the digital cluster. All right guys, so let's go ahead and start it. So that is how the cluster starts. As you guys can see, we have a lot of information here. We have the gas right here. We changed everything to US Imperial. So pretty much right here you got the miles. You also have the Fahrenheit, your battery status, and you have a lot of information out here, including your temperature right there. Also, you do have a big round, let's say tachometer, where it shows you your RPMs and your miles per hour right here. You also get a ZL1 car right there. So that's this style. We do have multiple styles, and just let me show you, everything's gonna happen on that screen right there. So you get that right there. This is one of the things I liked. So it has like a G-force. That's pretty unique. I haven't seen no one had that, so that's pretty cool. Your engine life. This is the cool part. You got your maps right here. That is right. You get Apple CarPlay here, connection. And the best part of all is that you can still use your Bluetooth to connect it to your music. One of the things I was kind of worried about is, if I connect it to here, how can I hear my music on my radio on a separate radio system? And you can. I have been using this radio and the music, and then this maps will actually work with it. It looks like you can only do maps at the moment. I mean, I haven't had that much time, but that's why we are making a second video after a week or two, where I get to actually mess with this thing a little bit longer and give you better features. Now here, as you can see, PSI, this is all your tires, and we go again with the cars. And now here's all the settings. So the styles, we're gonna go ahead with the styles on this little quick demo. Like I said, this is a quick demo, guys. I don't want to take too long. So we were already on that one. This is another one. This is the other one. This is actually my favorite right now. If you go back here, you'll have your miles per hour. And then here's another one. And that's pretty much all of them you have. So as you guys can see, I really like how it looks pretty much OEM. That is something that I fell in love with this. Apart from it having the Apple Play, that's pretty awesome. So as you guys can see, your miles per gallon work. Everything pretty much works. Your miles that you had on the car, you don't have to do any programming. It already comes with it. Another thing I do want to say, guys, is please don't be driving and being stupid. I want to say like that, I'm sorry, but don't be dumb and distracted with this thing and forget about the road. I don't want to cause any accidents with this cluster. You got to be super responsible, guys, because like I said, later on, if you do have a different radio, you can play YouTube, you can play Netflix. Be super careful with that, guys. I don't want to, I don't want this gauge to cause any accident, so please be aware of that. On this mode, I'm just noticing it does have a lot more gauges, a lot spread out. And alright guys, well, this is pretty much it on the cluster. I do want to make a longer video, and like I said, in a week or two, that way I have time to mess with the settings and everything. And on that next video, I am going to go through every setting. Everything you can do in this cluster is going to be out there. So for this video, I just want to go over that. And I also want to say, you can see the little glare right there. In person, you do see a little glare, but not as much as the video shows. I do see the screen more than what I see the glare. So I do want to clarify that. Once you see it with your own eyes, you do see some glare. However, it's not as bad as in the camera for some reason. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and do the outro. So stay tuned for the next video coming out. So I'll go ahead and turn it off for you can see the animation. Alright guys, well, this is the end of the video. Hope you liked and enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. It very helps out the channel a lot. Also, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. Here you're going to find content that does not make it to YouTube. And also on my TikTok, where I'm starting to make short type of content on my Instagram. And on TikTok, I'm trying to kind of grow my socials out there as well. So anyway, this is pretty much all for this video. I'll see you on the next video, and thanks for watching.